Hello, this is Zimran and welcome to this Clickfunnels update video. Every once in a while, I want to do a video that lets you / the users or potential buyers or whomever know what's going on in the world of ClickFunnels and to, once again reiterate what an awesome sales funnel system this is. Unless, of course, something tanked and they weren't doing well or anything like that, but that's obviously not the case. Hopefully and maybe you, if you're in the internet marketing industry, will have seen that there's a lot of internet marketers that are promoting ClickFunnels, and Russell Brunson's doing quite a few webinars out there. And if one of the main things that I've noticed, especially besides some of the new features that I'm going to get into shortly, is the sheer number of internet marketers using ClickFunnels. Here's a perfect example of one particular product launch that's going to be coming out at some point, and this is their JV page for Vidify, basically explaining what the product is, and this is a ClickFunnels page, and there's just so many of them out there. And that's always a positive thing, seeing internet marketers jumping ship, leaving other platforms and coming onto this, because it just so strengthens the power of ClickFunnels. And ClickFunnels was designed by Russell Brunson, who's a big-time multi-millionaire internet marketer. So he knows how to market his products and services, and he doesn't just do internet marketing products and services. He actually does physical products like supplements and all sorts of other different products and services that he's involved in, that he sells online and manufactures or private labels or whatever else, and he uses ClickFunnels to generate his pages, of course, as a marketing tool for the actual product itself. So anyway, so what can I say about ClickFunnels? Firstly, forgive me, I'm not actually wearing it, but and it's because I had to get it out of the laundry. Here's my Funnel Hacker t-shirt here, powered by ClickFunnels. I don't know how well that comes out on the camera, but I'm officially a funnel hacker. They were running a promo. I don't know if it's still on right now, but for people that have signed up and paid for their membership, I don't know if it applied to the trial membership, but when you logged in at some point into ClickFunnels, they had a whole series of training videos, and to encourage people to go through the training videos so that they could make sure that everybody understands. Right now I'm just in the account settings of one of my accounts here. One of the things that I may or may not have ever been clear, but if you ever need to put your ClickFunnels account on hold, you can put it on hold for $9.99 a month, okay? And you don't need to worry about paying, the full monthly fee if for some reason you have to put your business on hold or anything like that. And just remember, you can download all of your pages as HTML as well. So if for some reason, once again, if you need to put your business on hold or anything like that, you can download all of your pages, and they should function just like normal, because you can actually upload those HTML pages to any website that you want to. So yeah, you've got the outgoing emails, and they integrate with some of the major email sending providers, but you can also use your own stuff. Oh, my password's there. That's not good. I'm going to have to hide that. But email integrations. Now, as far as integrations are concerned, with existing autoresponders, you can see they've got a whole ton of existing autoresponders, including Twilio for SMS, text messaging, and so forth. And you can also integrate with any other third-party solutions that are not listed in here that have a direct API access. And you can see that list is actually quite extensive. They've added a lot. Also, with their payment integrations, they've added quite a few more. Now, you won't see PayPal here because PayPal they don't need to do an API integration with. Okay, you just don't need to. It's PayPal is really simple to use as far as that. And of course, you've got your custom domains, and you've got your ability to obviously add any digital assets. Now, as far as the system itself is concerned, they've definitely added a lot more videos. Like when you first log in, I think if I go to funnels here, they've got all these training videos. These have been here for a while, but just know that you do have, these videos, and I really, really encourage people to go through them. I do have an in-depth video about the editor as well, but, once you have the basic foundation set up, this is really, really easy to use and to create all your different funnels. So, again, if you go into the main section to add a new funnel, you've always got these predetermined funnels, but just remember you can create custom funnels. And the predetermined funnels that come with all the different interlinked pages that would be a part of a typical funnel, in this case a sales funnel. You can see a sales funnel has about 58 templates. Webinar funnel has about 37, and auto webinar ones have about the same. Membership funnel has 10 different templates, etc. So you've got a lot of variety as far as those templates are concerned. And if I look here, one of the things that they've actually added is affiliate management as well to the system. So you can create your affiliate sign-up pages and also your JV pages as well, okay, for product launches, and showing what commissions you'd pay out if people were selling your product on behalf of you, and so forth, and the email swipe copies and all of that sort of stuff has also been added now to the system. So they've got some extra cool functionality. Now, I might need to be clear. I'm not exactly sure if it tracks the affiliate commissions. I have not actually gone in and used the affiliate functionality because I tend to use other affiliate platforms to manage my affiliates and so forth for any of the products that I'm selling, and etc. So they've added quite a number of cool functions. So if I just go, well, actually, I'm in the funnel page, but let me just go into the funnel page and let's go into a funnel. I'm going to randomly select one of my different test funnels and different things that I just mess around with for these videos and so forth. If you look in here, you've got your statistics, you've got your split tests, and, now you have, the email SMS actions. Now, I know I've mentioned in previous videos that they added autoresponder email functionality, but I did not mention, I do not believe, and at the time, they did not have text messaging, okay? But you do have that. You can add a new email to the system. With subject, you can put conditional triggers in there. You can put in the email copy, and then you can actually go in there and put in the delay for the number of days, number of hours for that email to get sent when someone takes action on a particular type of page. Remember, the main difference between Clickfunnels and Lead Pages and some of the other page builders out there is that each type of page has its own unique characteristics based on the type of page it is. So, a sales page or an opt-in page will have email functionality, but maybe a thank you well, thank you page would as well, but certain other pages may not, if especially if they don't have an opt-in form on them. So it's pretty cool that the system is able to handle all of that on its own. You can also add text messages. As long as you've got Twilio set up, you can send text messages from the system. So automatically when someone signs up, it could send a text message that would allow them on their mobile phone to be able to confirm their subscription or whatever else. And then there's this functionality here where they have actions that again allows you to create different triggers and delayed by different functionality that you can create and you can utilize in here. So you can create those actions and just reutilize them rather than having to individually set those up for the emails and the text messages. And as I mentioned, you can download the HTML file. They now have a fully working WordPress plugin as well if you want to integrate your pages or your sales funnels into WordPress. And then they've got iframe embeds and obviously the ability to add to Facebook, which is all I've mentioned previously. Now, if I go into this page here, I don't know if I grabbed a template yet on here. Let's just add a new page. I'll just make a test 2, create funnel step. They have added quite a few different templates, as I sort of said at the beginning. Now, again, one of the things about their different the templates that they have in the system, you can see how they've got these pop-ups that are telling you and notifying you of what functions you've done, what functions still need to be done. Even when you're in the editor itself, there'll be little pop-ups that will let you know that you still need to add your autoresponder in there, or you need to do this or you need to do that, again to just help you make sure that you get all the necessary steps done in building your entire funnel. But they've got as I said, quite a number of new templates that they've added into the system, and some of them are really, really good. And everything's all again categorized by different types of pages. So you've got everything from affiliate area. Okay, so they do have the ability to manage affiliates. Okay, I've not actually played around with that, but that's pretty cool. Okay, so they are going ahead and adding a lot more cool functionality. I'm going to have to obviously play around with that. I haven't built a funnel with Clickfunnels in the last month or so because I've been busy with other things, and the businesses that I have operational are running 24/7 for me. So that's the cool thing about online marketing. Once you've created your products or your services or whatever else, they can run 24/7 on autopilot. Almost. I mean, you might have to market things, or if you're got virtual assistants and things like that. Like I have virtual assistants in Philippines, and I also have my own team of developers in India as well. And if you're interested in getting virtual assistants and stuff like that, I can certainly help you out with that. Okay. But I don't necessarily promote that as a service, but I can certainly help you out with that. All right, so they've got affiliate area. So if I click on affiliate area, it's going to change the role of this page, is what it basically said. And they've got these 2 pages, which is actually what I was previewing there. And they've got member access pages for the membership portion. If you have a membership site or you're delivering content in that way, order confirmation. So each of the different types of pages have different functionality assigned to them. But that doesn't negate nor limit you from being able to modify it. However, it does change some of the functions that come up. So if I go into, let's just try this. Let's go into affiliate area. Let's make this an affiliate area page. And I'm going to use this particular template. Just select one at random with Russell Brunson on there. And Here we go. All right. So let me, and the other thing is, of course, you can create unlimited split tests. All right. Unlimited split tests per page in your entire sales funnel sequence. Okay, so you could be testing every little aspect of your sales funnel, which is really, really cool. I know it's not necessarily a new feature, but sometimes people don't necessarily understand that, because a lot of people in industry talk about A/B split testing and all of that sort of stuff, which implies A version and B version. But sometimes, there might be the need to really break out your testing into multiple versions of the page, and maybe it's just very subtle changes. It could just be some slight verbiage, maybe even just colors, maybe just swapping out an image or two, and in that particular case, you can definitely go ahead and make 3 or 4 versions of that page and do your testing. You will be surprised at how much of a difference subtle changes can make to an opt-in page or a landing page. It's really, everything comes down to testing. And if you haven't watched my other videos before, or you have, that's one of the biggest things that any internet marketer will tell you, any true internet marketer will tell you. Everything comes down to the testing. So, when there's a lot of products that people are selling in the internet marketing industry, and they're saying, here, take my swipe files, or which can include emails, or here, take a copy of my landing page, or I'm going to give you a template and just use that and everything. Please know, while all of that can be helpful and give you a head start, nothing is going to prove anything to you until you actually test it. Okay, so it doesn't even matter how good the templates look, how much work has gone into those templates or anything. At the end of the day, none of that matters. Literally every single product or service online, it can be sold and can be made successful with correct testing, not only of the landing page or your offer and how you're describing it and the video and all of that sort of stuff, but also obviously the equally as important is targeting your audiences accurately. Remember, if your intention is to get buyers, if this was a sales page, then you want to be targeting people that are buying your sorts of products or that are interested in your particular niche. Okay, you can't be just doing this wide brush, and that's what a lot of internet marketers do, or not internet marketers, should I say. They're not yet internet marketers, but a lot of new people, they think that, I'm just going to put up a page, put up an offer, and they may even do split testing and whatever else, but when it comes to their marketing and their advertising, they're just using this wide brush. I'm just going to target everyone that's into meditation, everyone that's into yoga, or everyone that's into this. Well, does your offer appeal more to males or females, specific age groups, specific sub niches within that niche? The more that you're able to target, and are they buyers in the first place? Because if they're not buyers, what the heck are you doing if your intention is to get buyers? You have to be careful. Otherwise, what you're doing? You're literally grabbing your money and you're throwing it down the drain, literally. I mean, you talk again to any proper marketer or anybody that's doing this for a living. When you're testing advertising and marketing, you usually test with a couple of dollars. So you create your different landing pages, your sales pages, etc. And you go to Facebook, or you can go to Google or Bing. Bing's actually a pretty good platform to use as well. And if you're daring enough to try YouTube ads, of course, that is also an amazing platform to do advertising or pay-per-click advertising. And of course, Facebook as well, with its really highly targeted functionality. But there's also solo ads and a lot of other different ways that you can be generating leads and generating potential sales. But the point is, it's got to be hyper targeted, and you want to make sure that you're targeting an audience that has a history of buying, has a history of interacting with ads and things like that. So again, you're better off doing a little bit of research and then only spend, maybe $10 per campaign per day, or something like that, or even less. $1 to $3 is even enough, depending on whatever, to start seeing, am I going to be profitable? Am I not? If I've got 100 clicks, or 100 people that saw my ad, or 200 people that saw my ad, and I got a certain number of clicks, how many of those people buy? Did anyone buy at all? If you've got different versions of pages, when you're using split testing, Clickfunnels will automatically show the most popular page, and it'll start prioritizing according to what it's receiving and what is converting the highest for you. But these are all really, really important. And what's even more important than all of that is retargeting. You need to make sure that you learn and understand how to do retargeting. And retargeting, very simply for those that do not know, is where the ads will follow people around, okay? Because there's special code that's put into these pages that you can get from Facebook and I can't remember the two other ad platforms. Perfect Audience and so forth. And you put the code into your pages, and as people go to those pages, if they don't opt in and they don't do anything, it's literally grabbing their data and information, and then it's able to literally, without getting too complicated, as they start going to other websites and other places, or if it's within Facebook or whatever else, they're going to start seeing your ads popping up. As long as you're doing advertising, of course. You can also build an audience doing that as well, of people that have previously come to your page and landed on that page. And that's really, really highly effective, because in marketing standards, it can take up to 7 to 9 times for someone to take action, to see an ad, to see your brand, to hear about a certain product and service before they're actually going to necessarily click on the link or take a look at it and actually make a purchase. So you have to understand that that's part of the game. Okay, and it is a game. It's a numbers game. It's a statistical game, and you have to have a strategy in your business in place. Okay, and that's one of the things that sets apart marketers that are making millions of dollars from marketers that are struggling. Okay, they spend the time necessary. They're not going to just launch things without having a plan of action, without having a proper funnel built in place, because they don't care. Most marketers don't actually care about the income that they're going to get on the front offer. In some cases, there are some marketers that will even give 100% of the sale on the front offer, because it's all about the back end. It's all about the other offers and all the upsells and other ways that they're able to entice people to buy, or they're using it as a way to build a list. Okay, so that they can then utilize that list and build a relationship and rapport with those people, which is far more important than making maybe $10 off of an ebook or some very basic training program or so forth. Because again, remember, buyers respond to trust. Okay, you have to be trustworthy. You have to be someone that they believe in and that they feel that you are able to take them to the next level of wherever they happen to be at. So anyway, I wasn't intending on getting into this sort of a discussion, but hey, what can I say? I did. You can see down here, this is what I was talking about, the notification where it's telling me certain things that are missing that I need to set up in order to make sure that this page will function correctly, and that's very, very helpful. Now, if I go into elements here to see the different elements, and let's just actually, what I want to do here. Let me go in here. You can see here I can add, another column. I'm just going to quickly add a column in here and then add an element here. And you can see here that highlighted in orange are the items that are very specific to this type of page, which in this case happens to be the affiliate stats and affiliate funnel and all of that sort of stuff. Okay, and then you've got all the other elements that can be added to this page that are very different. Now, looking in here, have a look at some of there's a ton of new things that have been added in here. I'm not sure if the surveys were added in the last update video that I had put in there, but they got progress bars. You're now able to show and hide and unlock and have videos unlock. All of that sort of stuff. Other stuff here, timers and countdowns they've always had. They've got shipping address forms, all sorts of different things. And obviously when you select these items, they have different functionality. But here you can see they've got all the affiliate specific items. So again, different pages have additional functionality added to them that you can add or manipulate as you need to. But it is important that when you're building your funnel and you're adding pages, that you're adding a template, at least an initial template that is the type of page that you want. There's no point in trying to build an affiliate page if you're going to use a sales page as the beginning point for that, because you're not going to have those additional elements and functions to utilize. Okay, so just some different helpful tips down the bottom right here. If you can't really see it, I can move the video down a little bit. Show pop-up. This would allow me to go in here and be able to add a pop-up if I wanted to, and I could add any type of pop-up that I want, multiple columns, etc. But I'll just make it one column, and then here I can again go in and add any type of element that I want into the pop-up, but obviously it usually be some sort of an opt-in form and text and whatever else. Okay, so anyway, I don't want to go any more into this. This wasn't intended to be a training session. It was intended to be more of an update. But just know you can add additional pages to your websites too, to your sales, your ClickFunnels websites. Okay, then you don't have to be limited and you don't have to be restricted to any any of the functionality or the pages that you're adding to your funnels. Okay, because when you've got your funnels down the bottom, wherever I've got the appropriate page here, okay, not here, let me just go into edit funnel. I've got all these tabs open and I can't tell what they are. But here, when you've got certain pages added to your funnel, you can, as you can see, you can add as many other additional pages. So if you want to have a support page, you want to have a testimonials page, or whatever you want, you can go ahead and put those pages in. And why am I being so retarded here? And you can, link to those pages up here. If you wanted to, and you can see these actually link to the sections of this page down below as well. So you can add different types of links. It could be to different pages, or it could be to different sections of the same page as well. If you see, that's pretty common, those one-page websites where if you click on launch dates, it would automatically pop down to wherever the launch dates are, which is here, and then if you clicked on pricing, it would automatically jump down here to the pricing, etc. Okay, so once again, I love ClickFunnels. I think it's a really mature system. I know that sometimes for new people that aren't as technically knowledgeable or a little bit more intimidated intimidated by this sort of stuff, it might seem a little bit overwhelming at first, but you don't have to be overwhelmed. You can always make sure to utilize customer support, and don't overcomplicate things. Just do your best to just go with the flow, okay? Because this stuff is really, really once you get used to it, it's all so super simple to use, and that's the important part of this, is to just understand that you're able to do whatever you want with your pages, and it's not going to necessarily break. So what I mean by that is that even if you did something that was a mistake, or you forgot to set something up, once you do your testing, you're going to discover it anyway, and it might just require changing a link. You can even override certain redirects that are built into the system as well, and the list just goes on and on as far as what you are able to do, and what the functionality is. And once you understand how the rows and the different elements work, it's actually really, really simple to just drag and drop and move things around to wherever you need to. And you can also do that over here as well if you wanted to, if it's a little bit more confusing to you. So this can help you really go in there and also edit these sections if you don't want to use the edit buttons over here to go in there and edit them. And as you can see, each element, each section has all of its own functionality. And you can see now you can also specifically tell the system to show certain items on mobile only or desktop only. Again, really, really cool functionality. Likewise with the videos, they've added a lot of functionality with the videos as well, where you can use custom embeds or specific platforms in here as well. Really, really important. It can make your life a lot easier. And again, for desktop or mobile. So, is it just for desktop? Is it for mobile? Is it for both? And then of course you've got all the other fun, cool things that can make things pop up and show after a certain period of time and all of that sort of stuff. So anyway, it's a 30-minute update video with a little bit of spiel and education in there for those that care or want it or not. I like to talk, I like to share, I like to inform and teach. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this will have opened your eyes to some of the additional functions that have been added to Clickfunnels. Hopefully they're still offering the t-shirt, so if you didn't get it yet or you haven't, go ahead, get your t-shirt. And please, by all means, if you don't have Clickfunnels and you're still on the fence, remember they have a 14-day free trial. So unlike other programs, you don't have to purchase anything if you don't want to. Just go in there, play around with it, go through the training. Important, just go through the training so you can familiarize yourself with the editor. And it's truly unlimited functionality, because you can start with a blank canvas as well and just build out a whole page if you wanted to, and you can change every aspect of this, which is really, really cool. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Click on the links below if you haven't gotten your 14-day trial. I certainly do appreciate it. Make sure that if you do purchase through my links to get your bonuses and request your bonuses, the links are here somewhere below and possibly even on the video itself. And make sure, like my channel, go check out my website, crucialadvantage.com. Get on my mailing list and so forth. I haven't really been mailing out a lot lately because I've had some some personal stuff going on and some other business stuff, and I just had to get my head straight a little bit. I'm a human being just like anyone else. We all have stress and we all have all sorts of things that sometimes go wrong, and at the end of the day, life is one big learning lesson. And if you can master each lesson and everything that comes to you, you're always going to be better for it. So you're better off to take some form of action in your life and in your business, no matter how it is and no matter how imperfect it seems. As Mario says, take massive imperfect action. Mario Brown, who's an internet marketer. Take massive imperfect action. I really love that quote, because at the end of the day, the only way you're ever going to succeed is by doing something. You can't just sit on the fence. And that's all. Okay, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you've learned something. And please also comment below and like and share and all that fun stuff. Okay, thank you.